Hello there. Welcome to Live with DJ Rossstar. Today is Thursday. It's April 16th, 2026. And today on the show, I'm going to talk to Kiss the Scientist. Check it out. If you have questions for the group and you're watching this live, you can post it in the chat below. Now, this show is on every week, twice a week. So if you have a good time watching this, please give me a follow. That way you'll know who's going to be on next. I will tell you that next week, on Monday, we're going to talk to a band from Ireland called North Ghost. And then on Thursday, we're going to talk to Excuse Me, Who Are You? From Wisconsin. So make sure you come back next week and check those out. I also want to let you know before we get started here that I do take submissions. So if you are in a band or you just love a band and want to see if they can do the show, all you need to do is send me a DM. I take every suggestion. I will check it out. And if I think it's a good fit, I'll have them on the show or I'll have you and your band on the show. But for now, let's get to the reason why we're here today, to talk to Kiss the Scientist. Here we go. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Oh, we're pretty good.
It's
Happy Thursday.
Thank you. It's 86 degrees here in Austin, Texas. I didn't know this till I stepped outside, but I think I can hold it down for 25 minutes. I'll be okay.
Right on. Let's do it. We got a beautiful Southern California day over here, so we lucked out, but we are inside.
So let's. Who am I talking to? I see one and a half of you. First of all.
Full squads here. My name is Max.
Devin?
My name's Nick.
Hey guys. Right now you're coming to us from Burbank, California.
Yes, we are.
I gotta ask, are you from Los Angeles or did you move there to chase the dream?
All from there, kind of from suburbs of LA. He's closer to Inland Empire, but close enough to LA to where he commutes out here, and it's easy enough.
It counts.
Yeah, it counts.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Did you grow up because you're in LA just going to shows all the time from when you were like 10 years old?
Definitely growing up, going to shows. I remember first concert for me, I think I saw the Foo Fighters at the Forum. And I mean, I'm always the Forum, the Palladium, the Fonda. Those are like kind of, yeah. I mean, there's always something good going on there. You can kind of walk around, drive around LA and be bored and waltz into the Fonda and enjoy something that's going on there.
This is true. So when did the three of you get together? I know there's more than three of you, but when did the three of you meet?
So Devin and I met in high school in jazz band. So we've known each other now for 8 years. Yeah, like 8 years. Playing music together for 8 years, kind of started as jazz and went, we've done this, that, and the other. And we formed as a band, we kind of say in like 2021, at least under kind of the name Kiss the Scientist and figuring out what that was. We had some genre changes and member changes, but the two of us have stuck together strong. And then about a year and a half ago now, we were recording the EP drummerless, just kind of doing demo drums, random stuff. And we got hit up by Nick over here. It's like, hey, I see you guys don't have a drummer. I know you guys are looking and, would love to hang out and jam. Came over. We jammed once. He left. And I think Devin and I were like, yeah, there's no question. That's our man.
How did he find you? On the internet?
We played a show together. We both were in separate bands. Like he was in Kiss the Scientist. I was opening with someone, and we opened up with the Plain White Tees.
Oh, great!
I forget which venue.
Candy Club.
And we just kind of met each other. I think that was in 2021, around then,
maybe 22.
And then a couple years later, I saw that they were looking for somebody, so I just hit them up. I thought, what the hell?
Wow. So did you already know some of their songs by heart?
No, I just knew Max. I knew he was legit. I saw them live and I was like, these guys are cool. And then they had like, by the time I knew them, they had like their genre shift and like they sent me this whole new EP I'd never heard basically. And
what did you audition with? What did you play?
All the stuff off the EP, right?
Yeah, I think we came in and I don't even remember if we had like a set batch of songs.
Smile. It was like Smile was the main one.
Smile and High.
Yeah, Smile and High I think were written and so it was kind of those two of like, all right, let's just like jam on these for a second. And then a song that had already come out called Robot, I would say probably was one of those audition songs. But he came in and it just like, obviously he knew his stuff. Obviously the guy had chops. Obviously he had like the drive and the attitude and the want to be a part of something.
All important things.
All important things, exactly. And I remember he left, and I think we had tried out one or two other guys before him, and I think there might have even been another one that we were like, all right, we'll do Nick, and then we'll have this other guy come in and jam. And after he left, we were like, all right, never mind, we're good, we found him.
So what was the genre before when you made the change?
Um,
Like kind of way closer to the classic rock side of things, I feel like.
yeah,
That's cool. Okay.
I had this really, I had this really deep Greta Van Fleet phase for a while. So I would say I kind of had this classic rock, Les Pauls, Marshalls, riff rock kind of thing. But uh, then kind of eventually, I don't even remember exactly how the shift started or what exactly kind of had it there. But eventually we transitioned into the more punkier emo side of things, and kind of just stuck to it there. I think especially between the two of us, it was like, oh, this feels like a direction that we like. It just feels good to us.
So what do you listen to for fun? Do you listen to classic rock or more emo now and pop punk?
Ooh, what kind of, we actually, so this weekend we played a show in Vegas. So we've had a lot of
I
driving to
saw,
do.
yeah. Great.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of driving to do, and we all kind of took turns pitching in songs on whatever. And I would say most of it isn't necessarily emo, and some of it wasn't necessarily punk. We kind of went through like pop music and EDM music, and then some punk music. And I feel like we listen to a lot of things, and we're not really kind of all set on one thing. We came together to be in a punk band, but I feel like our inspirations are so far outside of that, and what we bring to the table. We can sit here in a session and start playing stuff, and we'll be like, oh, this part reminds me of this thing, and it's a completely different genre. It could be something not even close to an emo song, and it's just like, oh, we should do something like this, or we could have take inspirations from different stuff. So
I think that's why the covers work so well too. Like on TikTok, like you have a lot of inspiration to pull from.
yeah, it's just kind of like taking things and recontextualizing them is has been kind of helpful to this whole process.
I bet, because there's a lot of songs that are being covered on there, but it's like the same song. So at least you're
Right.
adding something different to it.
Yeah, 100%. And adding just that emo twang on guitar, or whatever you want to call it. It's just I'm taking the song that already exists, and just let's just twist it a little bit, make it a little more, you know, just bring a new, like, kind of a fresh new feel and sound to that.
So what brought you all the way out to Vegas from LA for one night?
We got invited like probably a week before the show. The headlining band that night, High Sierra Club, and then the other band we opened with, Sunburnt, I think they both hit us up like, hey, we had a band drop out at the Punk Rock Museum, and I know it's a long shot. You guys are from LA. It's a schlep, but if you guys want to come play in Vegas on Saturday night, like, come on down. We happened to be playing with Sunburnt the following day in Palmdale, so it was like, okay, well, they're making the trip, so you know, why not? I guess we can go pull it off, and
Yeah.
we never played in Vegas before,
Oh
so
wow.
we were like,
I mean,
screw it,
I mean,
let's go.
have you been to Vegas though, just for fun?
Oh yeah, plenty.
Okay.
But we had Kiss Scientist had not played a show there before, so we were like, screw it, let's load up the SUV, let's just go and do it. We fortunately had a place to stay, which is awesome. Um, and yeah, let's just go have a good time. Let's meet some people. Some people came out to see us, which was really cool. And then
Awesome.
woke up the next morning and drove to Palmdale. So yeah, it was kind of just a spur of the moment, I'd say, really kind of thing for the Vegas thing. Quick plan, just like, oh, okay, let's screw it. What's the worst that can happen? Let's just do it. Let's go play.
How long did they give you for the set?
We played 40
45.
minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time. Okay. Do you have enough material, or did you have to do some covers?
We played the Pink Panthers cover that we dropped a few weeks ago, and then we played a second cover as well.
The EP,
Yeah, and then we played the EP. We have
some
an
new stuff.
old song called Robot that we'll play pretty much every set. So we have enough material to cover it pretty much.
I got to ask you, I used to love going back and forth to Vegas because I would stop and get alien jerky. Do you guys ever do that?
We didn't make the stop for Alien Jerky, but it was pretty tempting. I think we drove past it on the way too, and I think we had decided, let's just drive all the way. Let's just make it to Terrible's,
If
gas
people are
station.
watching this and they don't know what I'm talking about, I used to drive back and forth to Vegas when I lived in LA, and it used to be a little tiny shack store
Hmm.
in Baker, California, but it was alien themed, and the word kept spreading, and now it's like a giant thing. Now it's a humongous store with all kinds of cool
Oh yeah, yeah.
aliens,
It's a
props.
huge
Yeah.
company now.
But when I first started going, it was like you couldn't even walk in there if someone else was inside. So good for them.
Yeah, no, it's a big stop now. There's a
Well deserved.
bunch of signs just not even on the way, just like stop by for the jerky and billboards and this, that, and the other. But
So,
we drove past it this time.
how did Palmdale go? I've never been to a show in Palmdale.
Neither had we. So we got there. The venue was super sick. Transplants Brewing Company. Sorry.
I think you're about to say the
Super.
transplants played. I'm like, that would be wild.
No, they did not. But we did. And we played Transplant, and it was super sick. Venue was really cool. And for a Sunday night, I mean, people were kind of there. I think it might just be one of those places that people go and hang out.
Who cares?
Uh,
They're there. Yeah.
right, they're there. They're there to hang out. And Sunday night, and there were people there to see the other bands, and a couple people there to see us too. Um, but I'd say it was like a well attended Sunday night in
Yeah.
Palmdale. Like I was pleasantly surprised at the turnout, and the
Sounded
place.
amazing.
I would say place sounded great. Vibes were great. Everybody was super
I
cool.
think I gotta say that the stage that this brewery has is like better than any stage I've seen in LA venues.
It was huge.
Really?
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, it was awesome.
I don't know what venues are even left there because I moved a while ago, but the Troubadour always had my favorite
Yep.
sound. I thought that
Yeah,
was that sounding
That's a good
venue.
one.
Troubadour's still there. Sounds great. Still has still has that charm for sure.
You have to line up all these venues before they all close and make sure you play each of them at least once.
I know.
Famous. I don't know
Troubadour.
which ones have you done? Have you played like Viper Room, Whiskey, all that, Rainbow?
We played both. We played the Viper Room. We played the Whiskey.
Chain a couple times.
We did Chain Reaction before it closed a couple times.
That one hurts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went there many.
Oh yeah. It's such a cool venue.
It's where I grew up. It was close to me.
Yeah, close by him. So that's an easy, go and hang out there, and like there's going to be something happening at Chain Reaction, on any given day.
Yeah.
But Whiskey, Viper Room are probably those main two like Sunset Hollywood venues we've played. Bigger than that though, nothing yet. I've seen shows at all these places, but we haven't gotten the opportunity to play just yet. But here's to hoping.
So how many states have you conquered so far with your
Just two. Just
Nevada
two.
and California?
Yeah, Nevada, California, and but I mean California, like you cover so much ground.
Yeah,
Like for
there's a
us,
lot
we're in
of,
LA.
you've gone up and down, like you've done all
Yeah,
of San Francisco.
yeah, you can go up and down. I mean, even in between Ventura, more inland, like where he's from, and
San
we played.
Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. Um, yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of ground to cover in California, which is fun. But
The Vegas show was actually like the first not local show we played though.
yeah, the Vegas show was it was really cool. It was
And you
awesome.
said people knew who you were, so something's working.
Yeah, we showed up, and I mean, there were people standing in front of us singing the words back, to the whole EP, and that was really cool, and just like a kind of one of those like, oh, that's kind of a wacky, weird, fun moment.
Oh, I saw your Spotify. Would you post like 100,000 plays today or something on one of the tracks?
Yeah,
That's
we got 100,000 monthly listeners now, which is pretty
yeah.
crazy.
Like
Yeah,
imagine 100,000 people like in a room listening to you, and that's what it is, right?
right, and that's crazy. You can fill SoFi Stadium with 100,000 people.
You made like 3 cents from Spotify now.
Yeah, we did.
Fantastic.
Exactly. No, it's been a crazy few weeks with the we dropped the cover just for me, and it has kind of it's opened some fun opportunities and little doors, and seeing that number on Spotify is pretty nutty, and we're excited to build on it for sure.
It did happen fast.
Yeah, it happened really quick. Like
I think the best thing is that this cover, like the Just For Me cover, is like introducing people who would normally not listen to our kind of music to this genre and to the band, which is just the coolest thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Was there like a specific playlist that added you first, and that's how other people found you, or you just submitted it and they all kind of jumped on?
We actually, so we had I posted on TikTok, woke up with just a bunch of views the next few days, and Pink Panthers herself was commenting and reposted it, and it was like, oh wow, this is blown up a little bit. So we decided to release it as fast as possible. And when you upload it to those streaming services so fast, you can't like, I don't know if it's a punishment or just one of those things for like the database to take it, but
Punishment.
you can't pitch it for playlists or anything like that. So we just kind of uploaded it, and those first few weeks of streams are very organic. It's just people who were looking for it. So playlists have not helped us with this cover just yet, but we've had some playlist luck with the EP on Apple Music, especially. We got on like new and rock and new and punk and breaking hard rock and stuff like that. So that's been pretty cool to help people get introduced to the band.
And I like that you have physical stuff you can buy. It's not just streaming online. You can actually get the record and everything, which is cool.
Yeah, you can, well, we're working on more physical media and stuff. There's discussion on kind of expanding on that, but
Soon.
yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a squirrel. It's off camera, and the squirrel visits me every time I do the show. It's very bizarre.
Oh,
He just stands right. I wish I could turn the whole thing. He just stands there and stares at me. I think he wants food. Anyway, back to you. I feel bad that one of you guys are still off camera. Let's everybody squish in here.
he's hanging. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's listening.
By the way, we are live, so if you do have questions, please post them in the chat. So we're almost at halfway through the year now. What else are you trying to accomplish before the end of 2026 here?
Well, we are currently recording, kind of just getting back to doing another project. No, nothing set in stone dates wise or anything. Just getting back to it, writing songs. And hoping we can get some more cool show dates and play some if we could get go on tour or play even more throughout California or expand go Arizona, do other West Coast stuff. But right now nothing too set in stone. Just kind of working on it, building on what we've kind of been doing.
Which is fine. You have
Yeah.
all the time, you have all the time in the world. There's no like label pressure, huh?
Well, we are signed to Take This to Heart Records with
There's a little pressure.
minor pressure.
Can't take like 5 years for this next EP or anything.
It shouldn't take that long. But so minor pressure, but he's Joe at the label is awesome, and we're always super in touch. And he's one of those people that's very, you don't need to rush, you don't need to like go insane about this. Like, let's craft something really good and make sure we all love it. And and the project comes out, and you could tell that it was really cared for. And
he's also so hands-on.
yeah, he is very. He's always texting. He's always around, and it's great. Like, honestly, this process has been super great because of him, and learning so much about the industry. And there's so much to learn still, but there was a lot that we didn't even know, and we're learning stuff even since the cover dropped 3 weeks ago that are like, oh, okay.
Did you reach out to Joe and the label, or did they find you?
He found us. I got an email one day.
Oh, wow.
God, when was that?
It's around October.
I'm just gonna say September, October. He had like a friend of a friend or something came across our song. I gave you $10 to buy Pringles, and he shot me an email like, hey, like this song's really cool. Would love to just have a chat. And honestly, it was just a really friendly chat, and he's a super friendly guy. And we just kind of continued that conversation until he's like, hey, maybe we can do some business together, which has been honestly so. I'm so thankful and grateful for him, and he's so knowledgeable, and what he brings to the table is really cool too.
Is that a California-based record label?
No, he's out of, I think, like Western Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he found us from across the country.
That's great. Have
yeah.
you met in real life?
Not yet.
Wow. Okay, so he signed
Yeah.
you in. How'd you sign the contract? Like a digital thing?
Digital, yeah.
Okay.
But we talk all the time. I mean, we're always texting back and forth, calling back and forth. So he's very present.
By the way, speaking of president, I see people watching. Don't be shy. If you want to say anything at all, you can post it in the chat where you're watching from. If you have any questions, don't hold back. I see Cam in there, and Ian Barnes, and Nick the Man, and Pete Villalobos, and
That's my family.
Yeah, well, okay, so what are we doing? And Doug, whoever's in there, just say what's up. I want to hear from you. There we go. And Pilot Musician 86 came in the chat. Kalito said, "What's the band's favorite song to perform live?" Good question.
Let's get the glasses on.
Oh yeah, now you look like me.
What's the band's favorite song to perform?
I feel like
live?
we're all gonna have different answers for that. I'm really curious for the answer to that too.
I think so too, Nick. What do you got? What do you think?
I don't know. I need a second. I really like some of the new stuff that we've haven't recorded and released.
Yeah, we've been teasing some LP tracks on stage lately.
Yeah,
My favorite are the songs that you've never heard.
right.
Yeah.
You'll have to go.
You know what? This weekend we performed Just for Me for the first time, and
That was huge.
that felt good.
It felt really
It felt
good
really good.
altogether.
So that's gonna be up there for me probably. That one and I mean Pringles. It was pretty crazy like sitting in Vegas and even in Palmdale and we go in to play our song Pringles and like people are singing the words back to us and it's just like the energy just kind of like
Yeah, the whole room picked up.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
We could both answer this one. What's your favorite beer?
Ooh, Mac.
Can I go first?
Yes.
I hate beer.
You hate beer?
My
I
favorite
do like a chocolate, like the weird, like darkest beer, and then I'm out.
chocolate beer.
Yeah, like they have like those chalky, like stout,
Oh
peanut
yeah, yeah.
butter crazy stuff.
You know, gosh, a Blue Moon on tap, always nice. Mango cart.
You gotta have the orange though.
You gotta have the orange. Yeah, of course,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Blue Moon on tap, Mango cart on tap. Um, and for convenience, Modelo in the bottle.
Nothing better than a Modelo.
Modelo
I
as
think
well.
that's on top for me.
Yeah.
What are the ones that have they're like the black ones, and you put the lime in it? It's like the whole mixture. Whatever. It's really good though.
Like gelatos?
I think so.
Huh?
Yeah. Those are really good.
Which one? What do you say?
Like the Modelo gelatos?
Yeah.
Like the
Oh
mix.
yeah, yeah.
Those are
Um,
good.
I'm not just saying it because I'm in Texas now. Shiner is really good, but if I'm gonna buy a drink, I'll get the cider company out here called East Ciders, and it's really good and not too sugary. So I'm a big cider guy, but not when it like makes me
Gotcha.
makes me go crazy for 7 hours straight. That's like a nice like, low-key one.
When it
Uh,
ruins your day, got it.
Camp says, "What's your fan club's name?"
Our fan club. Oh,
You know
You
this
have a
person? I
fan
feel
club?
like
hi Camille. Our fan club. We haven't gotten that far.
What would it be called though?
What would it be called?
the scientists. I don't know.
We can drawing board it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put on the whiteboard. You could be like do something sciencey like the lab rats or something like that.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, no, that's about as far as I.
I was gonna think of something with Kiss, and then I just remembered about like the actual band Kiss, and I'm surprised they didn't come after you and say like, oh, your name is too close to ours or something annoying like that.
We haven't heard from them yet, so
That's
hoping
a
that
good
we
classic
can.
rock band, though. I mean, if they come after you, I mean, that
You
would
know,
be impressive. If they find out about you, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
that's not bad publicity is still publicity.
This is true. And Pilot said, "Hey, Pilot, what's your favorite beer? You asked us the question. I want to hear your answer now. Can't ask us and not tell us your favorite beer." Anyway, said a little bit more. We got a couple minutes before I pass out from the heat.
For sure.
So when are you gonna? What's the next thing out? Will it be another cover, or are you just waiting until you have one of the new songs done?
We're like we said, we're recording right now, all original stuff. So maybe it'll be a single out of one of those. There's nothing really too set or planned yet. I think we're gonna let Just for Me and the EP kind of ride out a little bit because those releases came pretty much back to back, like within 2 weeks of each other in March. So um, I think for us, there's not a crazy rush while we let these songs kind of simmer and sit, and we'll play some shows and promote the EP and promote the singles as much as we can. So it's hard to tell what'll come next, but hopefully we have something out again by summer or early fall. Start getting ready for that.
Did I read that you have one more show announced in May? I think May 10th.
We have a show at the end of May, at Oblivion in LA.
End of May. Okay.
End of May, yeah.
I
So
don't, I
that'll
don't
be
even
great.
I don't even know where that is. Must be new. Oblivion
I
is
think
called.
I think it is newer. I've never been there, but I all of a sudden I just kind of kept hearing about it, Oblivion, and then we got asked to play, and I was like, okay. I mean, it must be hot right now, so let's do it.
Yeah, that's super cool. They want to know when can we get merchandise?
When can we get merchandise? That is actively being worked on. No timetable just yet, but that is a conversation that the three of us and Joe have been working on and starting to get all that put together. So hopefully we have an idea of what's to come of that by early summer.
Awesome. Hey, before we wrap it up, I just want to let people know that I'm on here every week, twice a week. So if you enjoyed this, you can give me a follow. Go back on my page and watch some of the interviews I've done with like Hit the Lights, Less Than Jake, Sugar Cult. can jump onto YouTube, look up DJ Rossstar, find stuff I've done with Green Day, All Time Low, Pierce the Veil. Also, I'll announce this now. I just went in my closet. I have like a box of like 50 DV tapes from when I used to do my show in Los Angeles. We would film them on the camcorder, and most of those videos, none of them actually have ever been digitized. So I'm going to slowly go through them all and see which ones are good and put them online in full. So I have the Pete Wentz one from Fall Out Boy from '04 currently being digitized today. So
Wow. Oh, that's sick.
follow me here because that should be up by Monday. So I'm excited about that.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
It'll be fun. Anyway, thanks for doing this. Anything else you want to tell them before we go? Where can they check out all your stuff? I know you got a good link tree going on. Where can they find the tree?
We've got a link tree. All of our stuff is on all streaming platforms. We're pretty busy on TikTok, posting on Instagram. And yeah, come catch. We're playing shows in LA. Hopefully, we get to leave California a little bit more and play some more shows and expand our reach there. But all our new EP, Better in My Head, is out on all platforms now, as well as our cover of Pink Panthers' Just for Me, also out on all platforms.
Awesome. Thanks so much for doing this. I wish you luck, and hopefully we'll catch up soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching also. Bye, everybody.
Later.